So you've been into filmmaking for a while now, and now you want to start freelancing and earn some money from it. But you don't know exactly how. And trust me, it's not the easiest thing, especially if you've not worked with any companies before, well, anyone for that fact. But I'm going to show you just how easy it can be by using your B-roll and following some simple steps. Stay tuned. So welcome to the first episode of Filmmaker Tip. It's good to have you here, but I'm not going to stall anymore. We're going to jump straight into the video. So the first thing you're going to want to have, obviously, is your B-roll sequences. Now, I'm calling it B-roll sequences for the purpose of YouTube, but essentially it's just a video sequence recorded and edited by you. Now, when it comes to how many sequences you should have, 2 is better than 1, 3 is better than 2. You get the point. So if you do end up going for multiple sequences, you want to make sure that your sequences are varied. So what does that mean? Not shooting in the same environment and not shooting the same subject matter. Now, why is that important? For example, if all your sequences are in the forest and your clients are in the city, let's say a hair salon, they're not going to be able to relate to the footage that you're showing them. In other words, they're not going to be able to foresee that the work that you are able to produce is suitable for their brand and for their business. So now, skipping forward, you've recorded and edited those B-roll sequences, you're happy with them, they're your best work. Now, I hope you've got a pen and paper because we're going to be writing a draft for an email. And the email is going to start with, "Hi." Now, if you can address the email to someone specific, if you can gain the name of the owner of the business or the person you're going to be emailing, that's even better. But generally, you want to start your email with "Hi." I mean, obviously, right? All jokes aside, moving into the main body of the email, you're going to start it off like this. "I understand that your time is valuable, so I will keep this short." Now, it's extremely important that you start off your email like this because you're letting the receiver know that you understand that they're busy. I mean, they probably are busy because they're running a business, so on and so forth. Also, that you respect their time, and also that you're not going to waste their time. That alone is going to encourage the receiver to read on into your email. Moving on swiftly, you're going to insert, "My name is," and insert your name. "I'm a freelance filmmaker and I'm in the process of updating my portfolio." So here you're letting the receiver know your reason for the email as soon as possible. No beating around the bush that may lead them to click off the email without reading the rest of it. It's also handy for letting the receiver know that you actually have experience in filmmaking and you're not just a charity case looking for your first break. Moving on swiftly, you're going to write, "I'm offering businesses like this one a free commercial for their website or social media, recorded and edited by me." Now, I already know what you're thinking, so don't click away. "Oh, Charles, I thought you said we're going to make money from this." Well, let's put this straight. Look, in this world of business, if you don't have much experience, you're going to find it very difficult to find somebody who's willing to pay you with that minimal experience. There's going to be times where you have to be willing to work for free to eventually earn some credibility, to eventually make some money. But nonetheless, I'm getting to the money making part. So like I said, don't click away, stay tuned. Moving on, you're going to write, "As you know, video is an incredibly powerful way to stand out from the crowd of other businesses like yours and to also showcase to your customers and clients what you're all about." Now, I'm no psychologist, but in saying that, you're almost influencing the receiver into thinking that they came up with this theory, even though they may not have thought about it before or thought about it in this way before. All of a sudden, it becomes the thing they've been looking for this whole time to help their business and makes them feel like they're in the driving seat, when in actual fact, you've just gotten them to take the bait and be inquisitive about what you're offering. And no, this is not about manipulating people. This is about having a way of words and bringing business to you. Moving on again, this is the part where you insert the links to your B-roll sequences. Now, personally, I use YouTube links, which are unlisted, which means they are not public, which means that only people who have access to that link will be able to see it. In other words, not any random person can find those B-roll sequences online. I feel like it keeps things professional and I make sure that I'm showing my work to the right people. If you prefer not to do it that way, you can insert the video as an attachment, as a Google Drive attachment, and you can share that with them on Google Drive, or however method you're going about sending these emails. Okay, now at this point, you're going to end off the email, and this is how you're going to conclude. "Thank you for taking the time to read this email. You do not have to say yes, even just a reply would be deeply appreciated." Again, you're putting them in a driving seat and using a tiny bit of reverse psychology, because at this point they're probably already bitten the bait and will want to inquire about your suggestion a little more. So that's it for the email. Save that somewhere where it won't get lost. If you have to make a duplicate, but that's your email. Keep it safe. Now, I apologize if it feels like I'm going really fast. It's just that I have a lot to say and I really want to keep it focused and help you guys. So if you feel like you've missed something, feel free to rewind the video, or if not, email me any questions you have. Find my email in the About section of my page, or it's contactcharlesleo@gmail.com. Now for this next step, you're going to need access to Google Maps, which I'm assuming you do because you're watching this video on YouTube. So then, using Google Maps, you're going to find local businesses in your area or an area of your choice, and you're going to find their website through Google Maps, and on their website, you're going to find their email address. If you don't find their email address on a particular website, then move on to the next business and find their email address. Now, in case you didn't notice, the email you've just written is completely generic. Well, unless of course you've addressed it to someone specific, in which case you'd want to change that every time. But for the most part, the email is generic, and so this is what you're gonna want to do. You're gonna want to send at least 10 emails to 10 different businesses every single day. Now, I know that sounds daunting, but it's not hard at all. And it's not spam. You're not sending the same emails to the same companies. You're finding different companies within an area. If you're starting to run out of companies and businesses, then you move on to the next area. It's as simple as that. One of the points of this method is to make it easier on you. Not only is it time consuming to do this on foot, but there's no guarantee that people are going to be able to speak to you. They have customers to deal with, they have clients to deal with, they have things, business related things to do. There's no guarantee that they're going to be able to give you the time of day. Now you're probably thinking, when are we getting to the money making part? Trust me, I'm going to get there. Now I just want to make it clear also that of course not everyone's going to reply to your email, and not everyone's going to be interested in what you have to offer. So the point of sending 10 emails per day is casting a large enough net to catch the people who are interested and who do want video work done for their business. Skipping forward in time, you've recorded, edited, and delivered your best work to your clients, and they're thrilled with what you've produced. So sometime in the near future, that business is going to need work done for their social media or website again. Now, having been thrilled with the work that you just produced for them, guess who they're gonna call back to do some more video work? You. Yes, and that's paid work. Now, with the way businesses work, they usually are in contact with and work with other businesses. So when those businesses need work done for their website, video work done for their website, guess who they're going to recommend? You. Essentially, that's how you start getting the work coming to you. Now, I'm by no means saying that you do this once and the work will come to you indefinitely, but doing this successfully a few times, eventually you're getting yourself seen and heard, and you build up yourself a little reputation, and eventually the work will start coming to you, and maybe you might even have to start turning down some work. You never know. And that's it, guys. It's as simple as that. I hope you understood that. If you didn't, feel free to rewind the video and go over the points again. If not, find my email in the About section of my page, which is contact.charlesleo@gmail.com, and I will personally go through the steps with you and get you some client work in the future. Nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did find it helpful, feel free to press subscribe and also hit the like button. Leave your comments in the thoughts. Leave your thoughts in the comments box below, and also follow me on Instagram at @thecharlesleo. Like I said, if you have any questions, go to my email at contactthecharlesleo@gmail.com and ask me anything. Anyway, that's all from me. This has been Filmmaker Tip. I've been Charles, and I'll see you next week. So you've been into filmmaking for a while now, and now you want to get into freelancing and earn some money. But now